No one saw it coming. Not the fans, not the analysts, not even the players themselves. When the MLB Rookie of the Year announcement hit the screen, the world stopped for a moment. The tension in the air was so thick, you could feel it across oceans. And in that silence, history changed forever. It wasn't just about a name being called. It was about a journey, a story carved in sweat, sacrifice, and the quiet belief of a player who refused to break when everything around him said he should. The cameras panned across the nominees. Every one of them had earned their place under those bright lights. The veterans in the crowd smiled politely. They knew this moment, the anticipation, the heartbeat, the dreams balanced on a knife's edge. And then it happened. The announcement. The name that echoed louder than the applause. The rookie who defied logic, who outplayed the odds, who carried not just his team, but the spirit of every underdog who'd ever dared to dream. Social media exploded. Within seconds, flooded comment sections across Japan, Korea, the US, and Latin America. The reactions weren't just from fans, former MLB legends weighed in, some in disbelief, others in awe. Because this wasn't a traditional winner. This was someone who had taken a broken system and made it believe again. A player who came from a place most scouts never even looked twice at. Reporters dug through his past, pulling up old clips, old interviews. Grainy footage from high school. A tiny diamond field under cheap floodlights. A young boy with a fire in his eyes and nothing but a hand-me-down glove. In one video, his coach said, "He doesn't talk much. But every time he steps up to the plate, it's like he's telling the world, watch me." That clip alone went viral again, racking up millions of views within hours. People wanted to understand the mystery, the kid who'd suddenly become a symbol of raw, unstoppable will. And then came the international reactions. Japanese fans were in tears, writing messages of pride. Americans argued fiercely on forums about stats, war values, and clutch performance. Latin fans compared him to their own heroes, calling him the next global star. But beyond the numbers and arguments, there was something deeper. Something rare. This rookie had done more than win an award, he'd made people feel again. The purity of baseball, stripped of contracts and politics, reduced to one simple truth, the love of the game. He wasn't supposed to make it this far. Not with that swing everyone said was too slow. Not with that body that looked more like a student than a slugger. But the kid had something you can't measure, heart. He played through injuries no one knew about. Spent nights watching film, learning pitchers' habits, memorizing every tiny detail. He studied the game like a poet studies words, like a soldier studies survival. And when the season hit its hardest point, when critics called him a fluke, he didn't respond with words. He responded with hits. With clutch RBIs. With the kind of cold, fearless focus that belongs to champions. Every swing told a story. Every play was a declaration. He wasn't here to be noticed. He was here to change what was possible. When he walked off the field for the last time that season, the crowd rose for him, not because he was famous, but because they knew. They saw the fight, the grit, the humble power that made baseball beautiful again. And now, with that Rookie of the Year trophy in his hands, he didn't smile right away. He just stared at it, quiet, still, almost as if he couldn't believe it either. Then, finally, that small, shy grin appeared. And in that one moment, you could see it, the years of doubt, the pain, the endless practices when no one was watching. All of it was worth it. The reporters shouted questions. What does this mean to you? How do you feel? What's next? He took a breath and said something that silenced the entire room. "I'm just grateful I never gave up." Those words rippled through the sports world. Simple, human, honest. Because at its core, that's what this story was, not about fame, not about money, but about the human spirit refusing to surrender. In Japan, kids practiced their swings in the cold night air, whispering his name. In America, fans debated where he ranked among the greats. In the Dominican Republic, coaches used his story to inspire their next generation. He'd become more than a rookie. He'd become a movement. A reminder that greatness isn't born in luxury gyms or million-dollar academies, it's born in hunger. In heartbreak. In those lonely moments when you decide to try again, one more time. As the lights dimmed after the ceremony, he walked out quietly, trophy in hand, head held high. Reporters chased him, fans shouted his name, flashes went off like fireworks. But in that sea of chaos, he paused. Turned to the crowd. Raised the trophy just once. Not for himself, but for everyone who ever dared to dream when no one else believed. And somewhere, in that moment, even the harshest critics smiled. Because deep down, everyone loves a story like this. A story of faith rewarded. A story of effort made immortal. The kind of story that makes you believe that no matter where you come from, no matter who doubts you, the game, life itself, always has room for one more miracle. And tonight, that miracle had a name. The rookie who changed everything.